I don't know why I'm doing this so late. I'm so tired. Just laying in bed thinking, why am I doing this? Anyways, I'm doing this because I want story, and why I decided to do it so late beats me. I'm literally in bed for like an hour beforehand. I'm just thinking in my head, why didn't I just do it at this time instead? And I didn't. I chose not to. I, for some reason, chose to make this worse for myself. For whatever reason. Oh no! I'm sleepy. And chat's working again on screen. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. I don't know. Both Shumams and OBS had an update. Why am I looking like I'm upset? I'm angry because I'm tired, I guess. Anyways, what are we doing? Honkai. That's what we're doing. Sit back, chill, listen to some more story. Do absolutely nothing else. But yeah, to be sleepy. Hooray. Tomorrow we're playing, oh, I forgot to reset my router. Well, hopefully internet's not gonna be too terrible. Oh, no. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, and even though I know it's been raining and everything recently, I'm gonna say that my internet's gonna be completely fine. It's gonna function the way I want it to function, and everything is just gonna be great. Yeah. Anyways. It's still loading. Forgot to click start game. It's fine. Just give it a second. But anyways, we are be picking up Nikki again tomorrow. What's the time? I don't know exactly the time. But yeah, we're gonna be picking up Nikki again, doing the Resident Evil story. Which I just forgot to do the dailies again yesterday. Frick. Well, eventually I will remember to do those dailies and it'll be fine. God, I can't believe I forgot again. Anyways, though.
Listen with me.
Why is it raining?
Memories.
Is it raining because of you? It's raining because of you. Okay. Wasn't too sure why it was raining. Anyways, hello, welcome, Nako, Stefan. Welcome. Chat's gonna be in an awkward position, I just realized. On screen here. I'll put you guys right there. Should be fine.
They really?
You don't get to speak. We got story to do. And I got this thing actually.
Pour me a cup, will.
I don't have enough.
The sea.
Never mind, I had a ton.
The sea is right here.
Oh, I haven't done my dailies in this game yet. Should I go do those before I forget? The answer is probably yes. You know what? You guys are gonna see me speedrun daily real quick because I completely forgot about that. I haven't done that either. I haven't done any of the things I need to do in this game. Come on. This, I think. That team is fine. We'll speedrun this, and then we'll get back to more story. I get it, thank you, game, but to me that doesn't matter anymore.
Stream 4.
No. Did I get something that gives me extra or something? Combat. 2 of them?
Stream forth the gleam of old
No, you don't need to
blades.
eat that. I think I mentioned before, when I first played this game, it was the same time that Acheron's banner is out, and this is Acheron, by the way. And God, I never knew any different than not having Acheron, because her ability is that she can insta-kill enemies, most enemies on the field. And when you're going through this game's story at times, especially early game, you go through a lot of mini enemies like this. A ton of them. But to me it was never a bother because
Stream
I just
forth
did that
Gleam of old blades.
most of the time, and I just got the materials I needed and turned around and went on with my day. I didn't know any differently. And like I said, I got really lucky that Acheron's character is the one that finally attracted me to the game, and her banner was out at the time. Alright, that's all my curious.
Storms on the horizon.
These enemies I can't kill.
Just in time.
Beneath the waters
But they
lies
should
an
be able to
endless
take it
abyss.
quickly.
Stand still. Time to say
I
bye.
also fixed my microphone.
Boom.
I weep for the departed.
I'm happy about
It
that.
too shall
I might need
fall.
to turn up the volume for the game. I tend to talk lower. And I sure it's because I'm sleepy. Mm. Oh. Oh wait, those were new. Oh wait, I don't have enough.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
There we go. I start yarning.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
I just realized this is also gonna make my room an oven, and it was already turning into an oven. Now it even feels more like an oven. Could be a lot of combat zones. You could choose between which zone you want, but combat zones are just better for me trying to speedrun this because I can just do that and then move on.
Ill fate descends.
Relax.
I gotta have my phone on mute. Whoops. Oh, it was just my phone alerting me that it's going to rain
Time
soon.
to say bye.
Hooray.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
I actually don't think I have any of these. What happens now? I overwrite. What does that do? Oh, it changes them. This one. Oh. And I can just run through store. I heard me talk about having too much. No, dang it. They did it again. What's adventure? I haven't done adventure in a while. Oh, it's catching trotters. I don't have the character for this. besides maybe Kafka.
Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
Never mind, that worked as Kafka. That usually never works as Kafka, but alright. Basically, you just want to eliminate as many of the trotters in the area as you can. There's another character that does like a aerial attack like that. Massive. But they do it where like they float in the air so the enemy can't spot them.
Me too.
What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? I've never really walked around with Kafka picking up chests. Okay. Is this the main boss?
Storm's on the horizon.
It is.
Make a wish.
Do that, and then we should be fine with this.
The gleam of old blades.
And then watch them auto kill everything, and then we'll be great.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
Ill fate descends.
Relax.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I'm sorry, why was there so
Stand
many
still.
speed boosts? What the heck was that? I know
I
those
weep for
guys
the
give speed
departed.
boosts, but I don't know, there was something
It
else
too
going
shall
on.
fall.
Relax.
I don't know what cards I have.
Again.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I've also rarely ever done these fights with the sound on.
Stand still.
I feel like you turn it up a little bit.
My friends?
Yeah, that should be.
Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
It ain't over.
What just happened? Oh, jeez. Okay. That scared me. I thought something bad was happening.
Another blood debt repaid.
Okay. Yay. Basically, daily done. Sure. Why not? Daily and weekly, I
When we
guess.
get back, let's not leave March 7th out of the loop. All right.
Huh? What? What was that? Why? This is what I get for not playing this game most of the time with volume. I hear things and it makes me question why I'm hearing them. Here. Get the stuff. Alright, now we can get the story. Oh, oops, I've not been collecting those. Alright.
When we get
We
back,
should be good
let's not
now.
leave March 7th out of the loop.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. Drops enabled? Drops enabled. What? Drops enabled. Oh, there's a chest there. She did. No, did I do what happened? Wait, what are you talking about? Drops on what? Is it drop kicks enabled? Because now I'm concerned about what that exactly means. What drops? Do you not say anything when I collect chests? Really? Bonuses for watch time? Oh. For this game. Oh. I didn't know that. Core flame has been returned. Alright. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. This is actually a very pretty scene. Potentially a future thumbnail. Oh, I have to read this. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and the calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen, their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, the brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the undying Mightimos, I think, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the holy city. Mighty may your battles know no defeat. Time. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the 3 Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Okay, I know what I titled this stream, but don't make me sad. Just recalling all the deaths of everybody, potential deaths. What happened to the background? Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, the unruly scholars stage 1 grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, you found your answer at the end of existence. Death. A prophecy once made, the hand of shadow chose 2 people, granting one the fate of death, yet the bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. The long journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your emotions sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amorphians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the key word in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone, it'll disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. Grey Mystery. I had zero time for treasure hunting the last time I was in Styxia. Absolutely huge loss. Now the River of Souls has mostly Oh. I think I know what's coming up. Oops. I thought that was... Oops. I thought this was going to be the Fatum time, but I think this is her time to shine. Oops. Now the River of Souls has mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. There's a big shining chest in the water. I can't use the miracle orb and can't wade through. Your power of time is needed. Come, we can do a 7:30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me. Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. Details, me-tails. Get here and we'll talk. You must admit that some people still manage to live joyfully at this arduous low point in life. Cypher's endless desires for wealth seem more turbulent than the waters of Scale-Gorged waterscape. Forget the past for now, it only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment what you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the Rivers of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with that cat girl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I have a Nutella sandwich that I'm trying to eat. So you hear me go quiet in the middle of things. I'm trying to eat it. Anyways, what's happening? Miss Castra's Chew. The time that I miss.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
What's your sound?
I don't know. But this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before?
Did someone rip off a piece of my clothes? It's the Flame Reaver, but I need to know what this response is gonna get.
What? No, your clothes are perfectly fine. Could this be from the Flame Reaver's cloak? Why is it here? Mimi! Look out!
You want the pink puppy? Is it finally time for me to bow out? No. Do you want the pink puppy? You want the pink puppy?
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes.
I can't
Let's try our
resist.
best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow?
Hey, what's happening? Is this meant to be a riddle? The Flame Reaper's gone mad. The end.
We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
Can I send Mem to just obliterate her? Imagine it's like, alright, Mem, go bite, Pete Puppy, go. Hello, because yes, this is one of my secret streams. It's very secretive, very hush hush. Can't tell anyone else about it. I'd be very quiet. Not make a peep. What a terrible person. Let's leave.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
So you're playing both good cop, bad cop. Well, I'm taking a reminder. I'm so strong that I don't need your reminder. Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that.
Why do I have the bad
Let me
feeling
think
that she's
about how
going
to
to die
explain
next?
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
That's an interesting idea. Aren't you just telling us everything like that?
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
My what now? Oh, I forgot that's what they call phones here. Did you rest well? Came during the lucid hour and you seemed to sleep, so I didn't wake you up. Can't say I the current circumstances. I feel it's time to continue our special training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? What training? I don't remember.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Do I have to? A few days later, at the crash site of the Abyss of Fate. When did this happen?
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donhong.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 Titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Really? But
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please, proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Lycus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically begins inspecting its components.
This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly. But we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase?
I don't
journey?
trust this guy.
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
Oh, welcome.
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord.
Welcome to the
All
Express.
you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Forgive me, Lord Lycus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Are these people...
Oh.
Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to
Their masks are cool.
obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
One against four, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lycus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysosaurs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
I have a bad feeling about this. It's not gonna go the way we expect.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant
Hello.
the ones who need help are them.
Ooh. I hope everything's fine. Oh.
You have such overwhelming power, so... Why? Answer me! Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
It was keeping me on edge. If I had passed out, that would have been it.
Well, that's why I made sure you were well fed and rested on the road. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Well, hello and welcome,
Even
Secret.
so,
Good
it's
to see you
impressive
again.
you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Happy birthday, Secret. Hope you have a good day and a good birthday. Have a good birthday. When I get cartoonist, also walk forward. Weight training. A cartoonist to help? I don't remember who that is. Weight training?
It's a good thing Cartonis is the finest blacksmith in Amphorius.
Never mind, I remember who it is.
I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you.
I thought it was Fanon. It's Finon.
Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikodor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
We've been through Nikodor's trial.
Times
When?
have changed.
I don't remember.
The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
You've really grown, but you can't beat them yet. Be here by your side. Just absolutely rude his energy. You still get absolutely destroyed.
Right. I must continue sharpening my skills. Eventually, I'll need to face them on the battlefield. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What were you reading before? Why not take the interesting ones home? Shh. What were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this
Okay.
place. You can
That's
find whatever
fine.
you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
I feel like he just inadvertently just called all three of us stupid. Right? Am I the only one who's feeling that way? Oh, I better not put my cup there. I'm gonna spill that everywhere. You want me to go where? Can I just fast travel?
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Don Hong isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows... Oh, great. Here we go. Let's see what this is. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text, non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So which reading materials will you pursue? Forbidden Love, the Tree, and the Butterfly? What's this about? Oh, frick! Oh! Oh. Oh, wait. Is this actually important? Because I swear that name is... We've seen that name. Am I gonna have to read this? Am I gonna have to read... God. Fine. Okay. She wandered through the flower seas, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. Sir, I've heard that every flower has its own floriography. Generally speaking, that perception is correct. She heard the voice but couldn't see the speaker. Yet Circe's, I think that's Circe's, paid it no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. What is your floriography? No. But I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree. Evidently, this answer failed to satisfy the other party. A sound mingled with dissatisfaction and disappointment reached her ears, prompting her to add another remark. Well, if we're just speaking metaphorically, I suppose it would be intelligence. However, her objective was nearly completed. It should be around here somewhere. Now she just needed to find some bait to draw her out. Intellectual, yet also romantic. Perhaps. It seems I hibernate. You see, in my long dreams, I've made promises to countless lovers. Really? Wait, what? Wait, what? Really? The butterfly-winged girl suddenly rose from the thicket before Circe's, startling her slightly. After all, at this moment, the distance between them was virtually non-existent. Gazing directly at... I'm just gonna say M. Because no way I'm trying to pronounce that one. Face, allowing the light reflecting from her lips to pass through her eyes. A hint of crimson flashed across Circe's face, almost imperceptible to onlookers. Of course, her composure wavered for only a moment. Then Cersei wrapped her arms around the girl's waist, and as if pulling up a radish from the ground, pulling up a radish. I like that. That's a funny picture in my head. So imagine this girl just halfway stuck into the sand and just pop. A radish top from the ground gently lifted her from the flower thicket. Of course not. Caught you now. Placing her on the ground, the giant tree's incarnation gently stroked the butterfly's wing with the edges of her leaves, confirming the other's normal state, before slowly withdrawing. So, now, will you tell me, why have you been avoiding me? Would you two please refrain from frolicking in my Antilla garden? A cold voice unseasonably interrupted their thoughts. Indeed, for the garden's master, the incarnation of death, such a lively atmosphere was truly something akin to a natural enemy. Sorry, we'll leave at once. Thank you for listening to my travels, Madame Thanatos. That's why these names sound familiar. It's the Titans. Sir, let's return to the grove. Sorry, then, for troubling you. Honestly, you two are, alas, but Cersei's. You must be aware by now, right? A bitter sensation spread in her mouth once more. Cersei's remained silent, merely nodding as she bid farewell to her old friend. On the way back to the grove, M remained completely silent. After one unsuccessful attempt to question her, Cersei struggled to find another opportunity to speak and simply focus on the path ahead. Voices of gossip reached them, causing irritation. A genius. So what? She's just so terrifying. Stern figure approaches rapidly. It was... the source of the irritation. M offered Cersei a smile, then turned and walked away. Or whatever that is, cast a sharp glance in the direction of the butterfly-winged girl's departure, and shifted his gaze back to Cersei's. First came perfunctory reports and spiritless small talk, then escalation to arguments that resembled personal attacks. Do you truly understand? I don't need to. Let me be direct, Cersei's. To romance a student, even your own creation, don't you find that perverse? Pow. Pow? Pow? This was the first time the embodiment of reason allowed emotions to govern her mind. The sensation left on her palm felt as if it would scorch through... Oh, she hit him. Never mind, I see what happened. Would scorch through to the heart of the tree. From nearby, came the sound of running footsteps, familiar yet somehow strange. Cersei wanted to give chase immediately, but the words echoing in her ears tripped her steps. This is so long. She was indeed somewhat distracted, allowing the girl's image to surface and fade in her mind repeatedly. When her resolve crystallized, the third curtain fall hour had slipped by. The personification of the giant tree approached. The gilded chrysalis cried her beloved's name, then stilled as if she had frozen. Traces left by the butterfly-winged girl who dwelled here were all but erased. Upon the foliate desk lay words made its first and final love letter. I love you, Cersei's. I've already received the graduation gift after all, so forget me. So, Cersei's was the god that was following Anaxa, right? I don't know who M is. I mean, M is saying that that's Cersei's creation? I wonder if M actually has any correlation to what is going on in here. And then whoever this Mer is. That's it? Nothing else? This love story abruptly ends at its worst moment. Whether the author lost the motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. If it were the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. My professor can't possibly be this shy. Why does this sound like an anime? Sorry I'm late. I used the power of the Cognis Bloom to climb... how long is this again? Oh, frick. To climb over the vines, rushing to the classroom and nervously pulling open the door, and only to to make eye contact with the person I had an appointment with. The professor, barely over 30, was leaning casually against the stone lecture, loose and relaxed. The scholar's robes gleamed bright in the dim light of the ever night. Wait, what? Hold up. Hold up. Wait, no, hold on. I was going to rush through this, but never mind. Hold on. The scholar's robe gleamed in the light of the Evernight. Huh. Interesting. So, Evernight is originally a thing? Not interesting. Okay. The first class and already late. Looks like someone's eager to meet the Natos. In other words, this was our first one-on-one lesson, and I just totally blew it from the start. Probably even Circes would have felt embarrassed looking at such a sorry scene. Luckily, I had already come up with a plan. Sorry, Professor, I'll do anything to make it up to you. Anything? Well, please. I hope you'll be lenient. With these words, the professor's face broke into a charming smile. Then I want you to teach me. Wait, Professor? I want you to break down the points in this paper, word by word, and explain them to me slowly. Although there was no mirror here, I could guess that my face had turned red from the sudden and direct request. But Professor, I'm still just a student intern. Isn't it a bit too early for me to do something like this? I already worked up the courage to say it. Do you want me to waste the lesson I prepared, you fool? At least wait until after class. Wait, what? If that's what you prefer, then fine, but don't forget, I still haven't forgiven you, so what should we first study today? Why don't we peruse this academic journal? I think they recently published a paper on the patterns of natural numbers. Sounds good. Come on, let's have a look. The research paper was immensely valuable, but I couldn't even grasp the basic arguments as I was too deeply engrossed in the professor's sharp gaze. He looked so rational when he was immersed in the numbers, nothing less than I'd expect from the professor I cherished so much. After that, we experienced an enriching lesson, and we wandered through the classical literature exhibitions, eagerly absorbing the newly compiled Titan Face studies. Finally, we lingered in the dreams woven by the latest works of the school. So much so that we completely forgot. The bells signaling the curtain fall hour rang, and we looked at each other, classes over. More than once I had presented time for its seemingly linear flow, yet I remained powerless to interfere with it. The professor looked at me and paused for a moment, as if making some kind of decision, then muttered, "Take out your paper. I'll help you revise it." "Really? You mean it?" "Yes, you are a student I take pride in. I have been considering this for some time. Professor, let me understand your thoughts, your research, your everything." No further words were needed. Two seekers of knowledge, driven by instinct, began their deep exploration of ideas. At that moment, we had yet to realize that after this lesson, another name would appear in the acknowledgments of the paper, and in the end, this would be the very spark that led to the founding of our academic symposium. What? After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The express welt phone. Huh? For a young Celeron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. One Punch God? What is this? Oh my god, this is even longer than the rest of them. Oh, okay, this better be good. The first person to see read all the dialogue. I wasn't gonna read it, but then I saw the names and I was like, oh, it might be important. No, it's just stupid. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. So you think there's something special just because you defeated the silent whatever that is. Geo. Mortal, heed my advice. The god King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's Awa. You know what? It's Awa now. 1,000 eyes. Slowly he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together with a simple motion. He lightly waved the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you will pay the price for your insolence. Awa's fury erupted there, towering from radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated in an imperceptible speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurtling straight toward the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titan can pierce through the iron steel, let alone immortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent... Fury? What fury? What fury? There was fury? Although mortal flesh, their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm is okay. It's just like a fight scene. Should it stands? Me, we only had two choices, especially on the ground. I'd follow him relentlessly. Oh, it's just fight, bang, boof, razor, the sharp steel, tip to tip. Ding, trajectories. Ooh, crash again. God King, no, fly the entire storm. Oh, blade like wings. Poof. Ah, Aqua is shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such divine skill? The great swords aiming to end the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom! Claws struck dead center, and the God King stood the sheer force of impact, carving a deep crater into the ground. Now something felt off. Aqua's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed? The God King himself held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a single cutlery. There was feathers. Untouchable giant eagle found itself frozen in shock, muttering in disbelief. Impossible. Even Geo, inviting me, could do nothing but evade beneath my iron claws. Yet you, what in the world are you? Haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. You cocky little... Aquala's attempted to retract their claw, but under the God King's grip it was as if frozen in place and completely immobile. Their expression darkened. Seeing this, the God King seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand, and then at a speed even a Titan's vision could not perceive, with full force he swung his fist. Boom! In an instant, the divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in the multiple places. Temple teetered on the brink of collapse. Celestial realm would exist no more. The people of Morpheus would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens, and all this was made possible by the God King's mighty blows. No. By a single punch, the distant Titan gods sensed the fall of their comrade and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations, you reached your end, Aquila. You were strong enough to be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode toward the temple's exit. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode of Battling Nickdor, next issue on hiatus. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered as if you are the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? Heh, nothing. Stop here.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading. Let's take a closer look.
See what Finan's reading? Where is Finan? Over there. Okay, let's go see what he's up to. Still reading? I'm dying. What are you doing?
I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
I know how in your dreams. Maybe it's time to find a different side again to know I know how in your dreams can do anything.
Whew, your comments cut deep. It's tough to find a good comeback. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... I mean, integrity and skill.
Money. He means definitely money. Alright. What are you up to, Mem?
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
Superstitions, to buy into them.
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Fits me pretty well. So flexibility just... Ruler fits me pretty well.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
Little faith in the doesn't Black Swan also do the same thing? Does she have the cards and everything? Just because they've been so mean to Mem will be nice.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if divination predicts something bad?
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
Then gotta craft a mem-specific deck. Who admits up to the task? And create one from mem.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us? Who's there? You are...
Nice cosplay.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
What's been clean clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos
Wait,
War,
pass
to
away.
combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're fighting? If it's a fight you want, let's get on with enough chit chat.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
Uh-oh, do they have a Don Hong?
All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah! Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
I forgot. You're old. That's basically what you just said.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it.
I love its
keep
bow.
growing.
I love how fat it looks too. Oh my god.
Lord Crediros?
No, shut up. Give me that horse. I need. It's so chunky.
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the Golden Threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble! Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on? Please,
terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace.
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya.
What? Oh no.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Oh. No. Not the hot British lady. No. Almost a go in the Memorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter,
Jinx.
apart from guests
What perfect
invited
timing.
by the Gold Weaver.
Oh no.
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akima has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis.
I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Oh my god.
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire
Oh, I
these
thought
treasures?
her name was Cypher. Oh, so she was selling what you warned me.
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so... No one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
Oh.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power! You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad!
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago.
Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia.
Look how beautiful she is!
Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air,
It's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful! Just wonderful.
thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it.
Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about, 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The Gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is! How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher!
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cipher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across.
Is there
Or I
actually
might have to reconsider our
a
split.
scientific reason why that's the case? The cats don't like getting wet?
Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Huh.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
Smells a
You're
lot.
as sharp as ever.
So it makes it more vulnerable to get eaten?
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but
you have
just
two
a warning.
arms?
If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
I love the voice acting in this game. I like the
This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Self-taught. Oh, self-taught.
okay. I can speak. Like the graphics aren't absolutely incredible. Like when it's just doing like the this kind of where they just use the models and then talking and stuff like that, and not too much expressions, but the voice acting to me really makes up for that. Oh, I think we explored this before.
We're here.
I got some good voice
Can we
actors.
turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
It's a pink puppy. It's a pink squirrel. Sure, it's been called a cat. Poor Mem.
Yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
Bartholos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasures buried deep underground.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated.
Oh god, now I'm forever just gonna see her and it's just gonna be in my head, written on her forehead, horny. I will say, I was not expecting her to have that tone of voice, and I kind of don't know why. It has been kind of throwing me off, but it's just the idea of just horny plastered on her forehead now, forever in my head. I think just, you know what? It's better now. It fits perfectly.
Let me try this on. Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. Alright, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember, of course. Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Isn't that the controller for the hand of Zagreus? Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Huh? Interesting.
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay?
Oh wow, there's even a special interactor trying to interact with this. Interesting.
Ah! This thing's way...
Huh. Interesting.
Here we go round the river of souls. Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
Ah! What are you even singing? You're totally out of tune.
I gotta speak.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
I don't think I can insta-kill it.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Will it be? Oh no, it's a story
Look at
cutscene
its
fight.
face.
Alright, fine.
Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is the sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Stand still. Relax.
That was funny.
Good night. Till we meet again.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Here! I mean, squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. It should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, aye, boss lady Cypher.
Portillos. Okay, once again, unearths it.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
Oh, no, I read, like, books before. No. Month of Balance Day. 3 more neighboring households move away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step of the stone stairway to our residence. The priest insists it's merely a seasonal high tide that will soon recede. Having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I've never witnessed water levels like this. Leandro from the harbor went fishing 3 days ago and reported that the seawater has become unusually turbid. Appearing as if mixed with ink, beneath the surface he glimpsed strange shadows, not human in form yet possessing distinct outlines. After returning, he developed a high fever and has remained bedridden since. Month of Balance Day. The city's feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred only during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At the Andros family's banquet last night, I witnessed 2 normally well-mannered women treading grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter and then directly drinking the dirt-laden juice. They claimed to be mimicking Fagosa ritual ceremonies, though I've never heard of such absurd form of worship. Prices of the market has risen by 30%. The honey brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast culture is mysteriously wrought only by distilling this seawater. With seawater collecting directly from the harbor can they produce proper wine. Fortunately, our Doris is clear-minded enough to advise us to minimize our consumption of the city's water and wine. Last night, strange music emanated from the harbor. It wasn't produced by any instrument, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. A low, haunting melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbors' children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water performing and wanted to get closer. The priests have forbidden all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they're acting from fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Today I met Nora, the cloth merchant at the market. She revealed that the situation in her district was far from dire than we had imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagosa temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago, and despite their best efforts, the priest cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Nora has shared a peculiar rumor. Some claim to have seen in their dreams a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils, with eyes gleaming like seawater. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice would be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as a prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. We finally decided to evacuate with our family. The seawater has reached the highest water mark at the dock, yet some remain oblivious, still immersed in the endless revelry. Our family and the neighboring Milan household have decided to journey to Akama together, Reportedly, the world-bearing Titan's protection extends there. The tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. I pray Fagusa for safe passage. Been traveling for 3 days now. Last night, the Mylan's family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. This morning, looked back at Styxia from the hillside. I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with seawater shimmering with an unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water, as if they were merely illusions. Month of weaving. Oh, month of freedom. I didn't even read those. Month of everyday. Wait. So month of balance. Month of everyday was for music. Everyday again for music. And then freedom when they decided to leave. Month of weaving. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The seawater in Styxia has begun displaying strange colors and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remain in the city have begun undergoing bizarre transformations. Even more disturbing is that at night, the entire city bathes in an indescribable glow, as if enveloped by some gigantic amniotic membrane. They say this Fagosa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath, or is some power even greater than the Titan at work? We decided to continue northward to Akama. Along the way, we've heard rumors of someone named who can supposedly appease Fagosa's wrath. But these are merely legends fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our own feet to flee this disaster. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined the small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple where we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if, oh no, wait. Oh god, he was stupid. As if something moves within it, unlike any ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertip produced a peculiar sound, like distant lyre notes echoing. At that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman summoning upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was an illusion or reality, but such a being truly exists, one who can hear the sorrows of Styxians. Then as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. Akama is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen. Only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on the sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akama?
Actually, I like
Probably
that. That was a really good story.
I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama. At least Stolos still has me left. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what, nearly 1,000 years?
trust you to picture that. Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot. Where did this roadblock come from?
Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xandrias?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy.
All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus. My darling. Activate!
My eyeballs. My eyeballs. My eyeballs are dead. What happens if I punch? Oh, it won't let me.
Looks like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go!
Just ignores her.
Hey, slow down! That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What? What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. Alright, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Curious as to
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
some more reading.
If even boss lady says so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
Digging he do. No, it's a puzzle.
Isn't this
It got worse.
a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here. This honors
I do
all
know that one
yours.
too.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
Oh, thank goodness. Do I actually have to do it? No. Evil. Evil, I say. Oh, it's easy. Really? That was so easy. That was so easy compared to all the stupid stuff they... Oh. Okay.
Told you, nothing can stump me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What, boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa! Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
Silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysos heirs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood.
Thought the name
However,
was...
the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart.
Sorry, that was... Yes, Jinx is right. I was just waiting for conversations to be done because that was sad and everything. But also, I just couldn't help it. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, that name... It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I just couldn't recall what it is, but it's... Okay, got it. Anyways.
Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysos heirs. I've read some chilling accounts. Stories of the Cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the Cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Aranova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where she is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Krateros?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
No. No. That one's still breathing.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound kind of scary. Bro, you sound so cool. Bro, you sound so cool.
Fainun is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Fainun. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Fainun, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
Do they think they have a chance? But they were after the Cryo's hairs. The Cryo's hairs. Yes, their hairs. They're going after their hair, trying to steal their hairstyle. Gonna put it on, steal it, imitate them. Make them feel like they're not cool anymore. I have to now.
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
I'm sure everything's fine. Global announcement: due to force, the World Wound Web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. What's going on? Local golden thread enables for emergency internal communications only. Lady Weaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. Now it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way. She's actually dead? No. I actually liked her a lot.
Aglaya? Is this... blasted? Those guys...
Must be a lie. Has to be a lie.
I've heard from more than one person. It doesn't seem like a joke. Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis?
Hmm?
Ah, you're forging a sword for Fainan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you, do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was, though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
You're sad. Shirley was taken by the cleaners.
I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins. Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
The music is sad. I'm sad. I'm really sad.
Dunham came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
You're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, gods.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Why didn't they go after us?
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Dunhung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps...
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treby, as she understands Aglaya's mind best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros. The baths are empty.
No citizen feels like bathing after hearing such terrible news.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Crateros. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
You witnessed Aglaya's.
Yes, we witnessed her final moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the Grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Huh? Golden threads frayed at the fringe of an era. Posterity took up the sentiments formerly hanging on its web. Tragic news heard during your travels. I took the book to write it down. Oh, I see, okay. Aggie. So you really don't have to take the medicine anymore? No need, teacher. Medicine can only steady my flesh, but it cannot stop the decay of my soul. I've already borrowed too much time from this world, and now the time is up. Now is the best time for my exit. Please don't cry on my account, teacher. I have a final selfish request. Can you lend me an ear? Aggie, go ahead. We will definitely fulfill it for you. I wish for my death to be quiet and gentle. I hope that my lifeless body will not be exposed to the eyes of the public. Teacher, I have faced too many changes in my lifetime, but in the pursuit of one thing alone, I have remained unchanged for 1,000 years. It's beauty, isn't it? Huh. That's right, teacher. Beauty. Do you think Snowy is ready? 1,000 years ago, when I took up the core flame of Nestia, do you think I was ready then, teacher? Born into this era, we had no choice but to grow amidst the raging waves, but now not set sail after everything was prepared. Finan, he will understand. He will grasp the duty I've left to him. He is mature enough now, no longer blinded by anger or hatred.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the flame-chased journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness, and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Alchema still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Dalang, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Cartonus has arrived.
Cartonus, what brings you to Marmorial Palace? I planned to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonus?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
It's sleepy and sad.
Right, your assessment is Now, here. Take this.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames, its blade will. Wield it, may triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Amphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Fainan has a way with words.
They were up to me. If they were up to me, I could do it too. Oh, God. Finan's voice actor, I give props. Just, wow. Truthfully, just wow. Conveys the emotion so good. The difference from hearing him in the beginning to now hearing him now, and just hearing that tiredness, even. You could hear, like, just how emotionally destroyed he was from the news and everything. But then I think it very much shifted into more of just exhaustion kind of feeling, which to me fits perfectly in this. It's great. I'm so sad. I am so incredibly sad.
You think highly of yourself, don't you?
There has to be some sort of joke in this pain.
Is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people.
Better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it!
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteros. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line, right?
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightimos.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Oh.
Cypher, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypherer. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypherer?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypherer. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful, and that everyone is simple and kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cypherer. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase, and the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kindness, the leader of the cleaners.
I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cipher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cipher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to battle the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry for a demigod. I'll do my job, so you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Oh my gosh, just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. I'm so sleepy.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
I love that thing.
I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together.
It is
But we have an even more
horrendous,
important mission
but
this
so
time round.
chunky.
Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
Oh, I finally get a break. But I also want to see more. I mean, what time is it? Like, sleep time. Oh, I just smacked the microphone. I'm sad. I'm sad and I don't want to go to sleep sad. Alright, just a little more.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but... I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves.
She's gonna die.
I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
Huh? Oh, Hyacinth.
Danny, what are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Finan mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here too?
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The rainbow bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
It's so chubby. How much does she feed it?
Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Okay, I'm too sleepy. I'm gonna have to call it here. God, I'm so tired. What's this? What is this? What the heck is this? I have 700 of them. I don't know what that is. Okay, anyways. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I have to go through all of that. No, never mind. I'll do that later. I'll grab this though. Okay. Anyways. Let's just have a look at every night while we say goodbye and go to sleep. Do this again soon. I'm sad. I'm very sad. I miss Algie. I'm sad. And
They
someone else
really
is gonna
are
die.
cute.
Someone, shut up. I'm talking. Actually, I should be more afraid of telling her to shut up, shouldn't I? But this one is sad. It's really sad. I'm so sad. But it's good. But I'm sad.
Listen
it's
with
good.
me to the memories.
Anyways, though. Anyways. Next stream soonish. We'll be doing we'll be doing something. I don't know what we're doing. Something. I don't recall. This is not like normal streams, so I can leave this however I want to. I could just stop the stream now without any warning.
Listen with me to the memories.
You do a good job of being creepy. Anyways. We're doing it live? Yeah, we're doing it live. Something live. Good. Great. Alright, anyways. Night. Okay, no. I think it's Nick Gay, so another pain. Well, depending. Let's see if this is actually a good story. We'll see. I will be mean if I start talking about the games. I'm too sleepy to not be mean. Anyways. Evernight? It's Evernight. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just Evernight. She's great. Anyways. Bye. Sleep. Bye-bye.